Hey, it's me. I'm back for another video. Today, we're doing a part 2 to a video I did about a month ago, which is my Marvel vs. DC video game concept. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, don't worry, it is not required at all, but if you would like to, here's a link here, and there'll be one at the end of the video if you decide you want to watch it. But the only difference between that part and this part is the set of characters we're going to go over. Last time I went over Marvel. This time I'm going to go over 6 DC characters. For those who haven't seen part 1, I'll briefly describe what the game is about. Essentially, the Marvel and DC universes are colliding in a catastrophic event. Each side doesn't know that the other side is not to blame, and of course the game is about fighting the two teams together. Batman is a DPS character, and he is relatively quick and has his initial shot as the punch. This will have short range, quick, with very medium damage. This allows for quick damage to be dealt to enemy players. And with his left trigger, he will be allowed to toss bat bombs in front of him. These will go out farther and blow up instantly when hitting a player or objects. One of his abilities will be throwing a batarang. This batarang will fly out pretty far in front of him, further than the bat bomb can, and will come back and return to him. And wherever he moves, the batarang will come back to wherever he is at.
Pow. Wham! Kazap! First try.
So it does not have to come back in a straight line, but it will always return to Batman, meaning you can hit a player and then hit them again as it returns. For his other ability, there will be a smoke bomb, allowing an area of effect to not be able to be seen through by any players. Batman, however, will be able to see through the smoke, allowing him to still see his enemies. For his ultimate attack, which will be charged up through damage and eliminations, Batman will activate Total Fear. This will make all enemies... Hey! Look, I like this music and all, but I really need to say what I'm trying to say. And if you're right here in front of my face, I cannot do that. Please. This will make all enemies blinded, no matter where they are on the map, for about 10 seconds. Your teammates, on the other hand, will be able to see them through walls as well for those 10 seconds. Next up, we have Superman. In this game, he is of course a tank, and for his initial shot, he will use his laser vision. This will work more similarly to a sniper rifle than anything else, because it will be a single shot beam that goes down in the center of the screen. However, he can only shoot this while aimed down sights. Well, what does aim down sights mean for Superman? He doesn't use guns. Well, when holding the left trigger, Superman's vision will zoom in, but also have red all around his eye, except for in the single spot where you can shoot in the center. If you are not aimed down sights and use the right trigger, Superman will simply do a punch in front of him. This will have a pretty long startup, but once activated and actually dealing damage, it will deal far more damage than Batman's punch will, and will send them flying. For Superman's first ability, he will have Cold Breath. He cannot move while he's doing this, and it will freeze opponents in place. If they are standing in the freeze breath, they will have more damage dealt to them while frozen, and they can't move. But as soon as they take damage, they are unfrozen and can move about their day. This would be good to freeze a opponent and then use the punch afterwards, dealing massive damage. His second would be Flight, where he would boost up in the air, not as far as Iron Man was, but quite a ways and can move around in the air. This is a getaway move more than anything, and of course it will also allow him to snipe from the air. For his ultimate ability, he will become the Man of Steel and have bullets or any sort of projectiles ricocheting off of his body back to whoever shot him. There will be no visual for this for the other players, except for a faint glow in his eyes, which is the same glow as when he's ADSing, so opponents won't necessarily know if he's actually in the Man of Steel state or not when he does activate this. On to the Flash. He will be the fastest character in the game, of course. He will be a DPS, and his first shot will be a punch. This punch will deal damage based on how fast you are going, because he will constantly have super speed. He will start out running at normal speed, and the longer you run in the same direction, the faster he will go, dealing more damage with his punch move. Now, the punch move will actually have more damage radius than a normal punch because, well, you're moving so fast. This radius also increases as you go faster, just because it would be almost near impossible for the Flash to deal damage otherwise. His second shot is the lightning throw. This is the same as the punch, where the faster you're going, the more damage it will do, but it can only be thrown while moving. It will also be a bigger bolt of lightning the faster you are, so there's that. He will also have a second ability that allows him to boost forward and maintain that momentum if he continues running afterwards, allowing you to have a fast startup at a standstill. His ultimate will have him run in circles, creating a tornado. This will vacuum in enemies, and if they're in the center of the tornado, be shot up in the air, taking fall damage. This game does not normally have fall damage, but during this ultimate, if you are shot up in the air, you will take fall damage. Next up, we have Green Lantern. And he's going to be our first healer on the team. He will have a light beam attack that is essentially just him shooting bolts of his Green Lantern energy. If you hold the left trigger, he will bring up a giant energy-based shield that changes its size depending on how much energy you have left. Green Lantern's energy will be the same thing as his ammo for a normal game and can recharge while it's not being used. All of his moves use this energy, so shooting the light beams or holding the shield will use up said energy. Using the shield will consume all of the energy, and unless it breaks, you can let go and restore all the energy back into your ammo. However, if the shield breaks, you do lose all of that ammo and have to recharge it. He also has an ability that allows him to summon health packs. When he places this health pack, it will notify his teammates that this has happened. He also, as his second ability, can place a Green Lantern shield around his teammates. This gives them 20 to 30 hit points until they actually start taking damage when it breaks. And for his ultimate, he will summon a giant Green Lantern mech suit, which he will operate. This will allow him to run around, have different shooting and shield abilities, all without having to worry about his energy levels. Next up, we have Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is, of course, a tank, just like Superman, and has her own super jump ability. For her normal shot, she has her sword, which has medium range. Using this button several times will have her combo, and her left trigger shot will be her shield. When holding the button, block any bullets and have a 50% chance of ricocheting them back to whoever shot them. If she just presses the button instead, she will launch forward and smash into whoever is in front of her. For her secondary ability, she will have her lasso of truth. She will toss it onto a player, capturing them for a few seconds. Her ultimate ability will summon the invisible jet. which she will pilot in the air, shooting any players she sees. Enemy players can shoot at the invisible jet. Now our final DC character will be one villain. Last time I did one villain that sort of went with the Avengers, and this time the Joker.
Are you happy now? Do you want to know something funny?
See you, chump.
That actually is pretty funny.
Joker will be our final DC character for the video, and he will be a damage character. He will have a Joker-themed Desert Eagle, which he can use as a sniper or as a six-shooter. If you're not ADSing, he can fire it as fast as he wants. If he is ADS'd, it will work more like a sniper, allowing him to do one powerful shot and then have to reload. For his first ability, he will have a Joker playbox. This can be tossed anywhere he wants and will work like a proximity bomb. For his second ability, he will have a laughing gas field, which he can throw out anywhere he wants onto the field. This will be a medium-sized gas cloud that enemies will be damaged within, and your teammates will be healed while inside. And for his ultimate, he will use the Joy Buzzer. He will handshake his own self with the Joy Buzzer, spreading lightning all around him. It will double all of his teammates' health and their attack power while in the lightning field. If you guys would like to vote on what video I should make next, make sure you either go in the comment section and comment your answer, or go into my community tab. You can either vote for a The Flash video game based inside of Rocksteady's Batman universe, or you can vote for a Help Wanted 2 minigame ideas wishlist. I hope you guys liked this video. If you want to see part 1, here is a link right here. And make sure you eat your celery. Peace!